Welcome to this tutorial on how to replace the battery in your sump pump. A sump pump is an important piece of equipment that helps to prevent water damage in your home by pumping water out of a basement or crawl space. The battery is a crucial part of the sump pump system, and it's important to replace it when it fails to ensure that your sump pump is working properly. In this video, we'll walk you through the steps of replacing a sump pump battery, from gathering the necessary tools and materials to testing the new battery to ensure it's working correctly. Let's get started. Gather necessary tools and materials. To replace a sump pump battery, you'll need the following tools and materials. New battery. Make sure to purchase a battery that is compatible with your sump pump. Screwdriver. You'll need a screwdriver to remove the battery compartment cover and to loosen and tighten screws as needed. Pliers. Pliers can be useful for removing and attaching electrical connections. Protective gear. Depending on the location of your sump pump and battery, you may want to wear gloves and safety glasses to protect yourself from any sharp edges or electrical hazards. You may also need a flashlight if the area around your sump pump is poorly lit. It's a good idea to gather all of your tools and materials before you begin the battery replacement process to ensure that you have everything you need. To locate the battery for your sump pump, you'll need to find the battery compartment. This is usually located near the sump pump itself, and it may be concealed by a cover that needs to be removed. Locate the battery. Here are some general steps you can follow to locate the battery. Locate the sump pump. If you're not sure where your sump pump is, start by looking for it in the lowest part of your home, such as a basement or crawl space. Look for the battery compartment. The battery compartment is usually located near the sump pump and may be labeled as such. It may be hidden behind a cover that can be removed using a screwdriver. Identify the battery. Once you've found the battery compartment, you should be able to see the battery itself. It may be held in place by straps or a bracket. If you're having trouble finding the battery or the battery compartment, you may need to consult the owner's manual for your sump pump or contact the manufacturer for assistance. Disconnect the old battery. To safely disconnect the old battery from your sump pump, follow these steps. Turn off the power to the sump pump. Before you begin working on the sump pump, you'll need to make sure that it is turned off and can't accidentally be turned on while you're working. You may need to locate the circuit breaker or fuse that controls the sump pump and switch it off. Wear protective gear. If you're working in a cramped or poorly lit space, or if you're concerned about electrical hazards, you may want to wear gloves and safety glasses to protect yourself. Locate the battery. Follow the steps described in the previous answer to locate the battery for your sump pump. Disconnect the negative terminal. The negative terminal is usually marked with A symbol and is typically black or red. Use a screwdriver to loosen the terminal clamp, and then carefully pull the cable away from the battery. Disconnect the positive terminal. The positive terminal is usually marked with A+ symbol and is typically red. Use a screwdriver to loosen the terminal clamp, and then carefully pull the cable away from the battery. Carefully remove the old battery. Once the terminal clamps have been disconnected, you should be able to carefully lift the old battery out of the compartment. Be sure to handle the battery with care to avoid dropping it or damaging it. Dispose of the old battery properly. It's important to dispose of old batteries in an environmentally responsible way. Check with your local government or waste management agency to find out how to properly dispose of batteries in your area. Install the new battery. Install a new battery in your sump pump. Follow these steps. Locate the battery compartment. Follow the steps described in a previous answer to locating the battery compartment for your sump pump. Prepare the new battery. Before you install the new battery, you'll need to make sure it is properly prepared. If the battery has a plastic covering, remove it. If the battery is not charged, you'll need to charge it according to the manufacturer's instructions. Attach the positive terminal. The positive terminal is usually marked with A+ symbol and is typically red. Carefully attach the positive terminal of the new battery to the corresponding terminal on the sump pump using a screwdriver.